We, the Wiki, is a civic tool equally at home in your own backyard gathering information on a neighborhood zoning decision, as it is crossing the ocean to discuss international affairs. Here's how to add a page on a topic that matters to you. From the home page, you'll want to navigate to the Wiki main page, either from the menu at the bottom of the page or from the tab at the top left of the page. Here you'll find the spaces the Wiki is organized into. And you'll want to be looking for the space that best matches the topic that you want to add the page on. For our purposes today, we'll pick the health and welfare space because I'm going to add a page on the constitutionality of the 2010 healthcare legislation, which seems to be a controversial topic right now. This is the Health and Welfare Space homepage, which is the only space inside of this section that you cannot edit. If you look towards the bottom of the page, you'll find navigation on the topics that have been written in this space. And you're looking for the logical parent page for your page. It could be the space homepage is the logical parent page. But in this particular case, it looks like there are other pages that might work better. There is a Health and Healthcare Issues page, and then there is a Healthcare Reform Act of 2010 page. So that, in fact, is the perfect parent page for a discussion on the constitutionality of the Reform Act. It looks like somebody actually added this page without adding content, because this is what the basic skeleton page looks like when you start a new page, but that's all right because the page that you add will be linked into the navigation box at the bottom left of the page. People can find it on searches, and actually, if you'd like, you can even add your page and a link to it to the featured page on the Healthcare Reform Act homepage. You can also go ahead and write content on this page if you wish. So what we'll do now that we've found our parent page is we'll simply click Add Page, and we'll title the page, Is This Reform Constitutional? And then we select a template to start from, and in almost every case the template you'll select is the Wiki page, default Wiki page template at the bottom. And were you editing, you would actually edit straight from this page, but I'd like to show you first what we've added, and then we'll return to this edit mode. On the left sidebar of this page are all items that essentially help you to navigate the space and to create tools, their instructions, and none of it is what can be edited by you. The basic section of the page is fully editable by you, and the content that's on it now are really simply instructions for how to do it. And the right sidebar also is fully editable by you. We've given you all the different boxes we have available. But you can take out as many boxes as you want. You can take out all of them if you choose. And I'm about to show you how to do that. So we're going to go back into edit mode. And the one simple thing that you need to know to be able to edit these pages is that the right sidebar is the first content on the page, and it goes all the way from here to, in this particular case, here. And at the very top of it, you'll find the opening tag for the right sidebar, and it's called div class sidebar. All you have to do is just leave it there for there to be a sidebar. And then there has to be the closing tag. So those are the basic requirements of having a right sidebar on the page. And then inside of that, there are sets of tags that dictate the other boxes. The first set of tags you'll find create a feature box, and here's the feature box opening tag and the feature box closing tag. They're actually identical. And inside of here is actually the content for the feature box. So I'm going to go ahead, what was there to begin with was instructions for you, but I'm going to go ahead and write, this is my feature content, and it's actually in a heading font, and so that will make it bigger font, but I can actually change it to just the paragraph font if I don't want it to be any different. I can also add pictures and all sorts of formatting. I just need to make them small and fit inside of the box, and adding and resizing images is quite easy. The second set of tags dictates the quick facts box, which was the yellow box on the page that I showed you. And for our purposes, we're going to just go ahead and take out the quick facts box. And to do that, all we have to do is identify the opening tag and the closing tag, take both out and the content in between, and voila, there's no more quick facts box. There's a sources box, sources opening tag, closing tag, and the content in between. And I can link to content here simply by highlighting the text that I want linked, clicking on the link, putting the web address in the box, and easily I have a link there. The page RSS box is one that you'll probably rarely use, but we have it in there in case you want it. That's for if there is an RSS feed to a blog that's very specific to it. Perhaps there's a blog somewhere or a source somewhere on the constitutionality of the amendment, and it would be perfect for there. I'm going to go ahead and take that out for now. And then finally we have the op-eds, the opening header, the content, the closing header. The content now is really just instruction for you, and I'll just leave that in as is. And then when we drop below the div tag, you'll find the main content for the page. And we're just going to highlight all of that and take it out because that was just instructions. And this is the main content. And here you can add all sorts of formatting. You can add colors and images over here. You can add attachments. You can add tables. You can add rows and columns to your tables. And you really can do a lot with this main section. I also want to point out to you that there is a Wiki markup tab as well. So if you are more inclined to want to do more coding and HTML, then you can use that view, or for most of you it will probably be the rich text view. And after I'm finished making these changes, I will click Save, and we'll find ourselves on the page that we've created with the feature content box with the linked source. We left the op-ed box in, and the content is really just ready to roll on. Do you have questions about adding a page? Feel free to email us at wiki@tothevillagesquare.org.
1, 2, 3, My baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure.